All right, live folks. Welcome everybody back to KnucklesF&F podcast, where we always discuss everything in pop culture when it comes to comics, movies, video games, anime. Which you do need to get into some anime. I think starting sometime in July, we're gonna start doing some anime topics. But today we're gonna be talking about E3. E3's been going on since a bit last week, and it just ended on Wednesday. So now's a good time to talk about. It, whereas if we talk about next weekend, it would have been kind of a waste. So better to talk about it now before it's been a week over. And I'll say this: it was nice to have E3 back again after it not being there last year due to 2020. But saying all that, I thought that E3 could have been a lot better after not being there last year. Everything okay, it's possibly going to go all out this year. They could have pulled no punches, and obviously there's the things that I like, there's the things that I don't like, and we can get all into that. Now, granted, am I gonna go through every single thing for E3? No, because I didn't watch every single thing. I watched most of it. Me and Derek are gonna give you our thoughts. My friend Ross might be joining us as we talk, but we'll see how that goes. But yeah, man. I'm gonna let you go first, Derek. You said you
No,
thought E3 was trash this
no,
year.
you go.
Because you got a lot to say.
You don't know
that low.
disappointment. You had a
I'll say
whole,
this.
you had a whole year to sit on your ass at home too, and you still couldn't go.
All right. Well, I'll ask you why you thought it was trash. But I'll say this. The one thing I will say that I guess they always say that the winners and losers. I feel as though
A
Grant
lot of
wasn't my
losers.
favorite part. So, Xbox and Bethesda showed a lot. They have to show a lot. That's not necessarily saying that it's good that they showed a lot, but there really a whole lot that interests me. I mean, you can say Halo was probably maybe its biggest. Actually, no. Let's go from the first day of the Summer Game Festival that happened. There were a lot of pretty interesting games that I saw from that Summer Game Fest, but I feel as though the biggest thing that everyone was talking about was Elden Ring. That was the game that everybody wanted it to be shown. And I'll be honest with you, I have not played the Dark Souls games. I'm not saying it's good. I'm not saying it's bad. It's not my place to speak on it when I haven't played it. But everyone's been talking about Elden Ring. Everyone's been excited for Elden Ring. So it was good to see. But for me, I'm just okay. Like I said, I don't play Dark Souls games. It's made by the same company that made Dark Souls, right? If I'm correct. All right.
I believe
So
so.
I'm just I wasn't okay, awesome. Like I'm happy for the fans, but it didn't really didn't really jump me out of my seat when I saw
Not at all.
that. Are you a fan of not, I would say the series, but Dark Souls and those games? Were you
Look, Dark Souls. My friend Ben got me into Dark Souls years ago. It was definitely an interesting game because, like, when you die, you have to go back to where you died to get all your shit back. That shit was hard.
I heard the game is tough as hell. It's not easy. It's
It's hard. Like for me, that game is basically Ninja Gaiden Sigma and Sigma 2. Because when I tell you those had to be the hardest fucking games I ever played in my life, and Dark Souls definitely hits the mark.
okay. As soon as you said Gaiden, I'm like, yeah, we all know how difficult Ninja
The
Gaiden is.
nightmare that is Ninja Gaiden.
Are we talking about the NES days of Ninja Gaiden or the
PlayStation
Xbox?
3, Xbox
Oh, that one.
360, Ninja Gaiden Sigma and Sigma 2 had to be the hardest games. Bro, when you're getting your ass kicked in a tutorial, that's embarrassing, bro. That's when you're like, all right, I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. I need
Did
to
you
play
finish
this.
the Did you
Fuck
finish the
yeah, I
game at least?
mastered that game. I
Oh, you
mastered the
mastered
sight.
that game.
I
Keyword.
mastered
He
the scythe.
mastered
I
it.
mastered the dragon blade. I mastered the dragon sword. I mastered not the katana. The staff. I maxed everything out. But the fucking scythe had to be the best one when you killed that demon werewolf.
Mm.
Like, and then you went
Um,
to hell and killed him again. What the?
you went to you had to go to hell and kill him again.
Like, yo, you really meet him in hell, and it's like, okay, I
That's
got your weapon.
dope.
I've got your
That's
sight. Fuck you.
that's funny.
It's
So
disrespectful. Yeah, go ahead, man.
yeah,
Sorry.
man, it's like no, you're literally gonna meet me in hell. It's like I'll see you in hell. No, literally, I'm gonna see you in hell. Like
Um,
every time when somebody you kill somebody, it's like I'll see you in hell. No, I'm literally gonna see you in hell. We're gonna settle this.
and the disrespectful part is when you beat each demon that you're fighting, you fight them again, like I said, in hell. And the werewolf, he was like the hardest one. He had the scythe. So when you killed him, you got the scythe from him. Bro, when I saw him
Mm.
in hell, I fucked him up with that scythe.
So he was
I
easier in
whoop,
hell.
I whoop because you had his weapon.
Well,
They're all they
you'd
were
think that
all
he'd be difficult the second time though.
but since you're so in depth with the game's move set, like you have to jump off walls like perfectly. You can't miss a beat.
Mm.
Like you miss one beat, you're starting over, running off the walls. You gotta run off this wall, run off that wall, jump, jump, jump. Like yo, you had to nail that shit.
Hey man, you want to get a test you and your skills, but let's not get off topic though. So back to
Oh
Elden
yeah,
Ring.
you already
So
know.
yeah. So wait. So were you? So okay. I understand you said you want to go second, but like, what was your take on the Elden Ring reveal then? Because like I said, I didn't have much to say about it. 'Cause like I said, I don't play the Dark Souls games or anything like that. So my opinion was like,
I'm
okay,
excited.
I'm happy.
I'm excited for that. I'm excited for Horizon Zero Dawn 2. I'm excited for the new Final Fantasy game that they're about to make. That looks like a lot of fun. But let me see what else. What else?
The Horizon wasn't shown at
Breath.
E3 though. Like, so they didn't even reveal anything at E3. They
Well,
were
it wasn't really
messing.
a reveal as far as E3 is concerned. But to know that that game is
Yeah.
coming in the future, I'm
Yeah.
about to say, okay, that one's to the win. But they gave us gameplay shit. Like they showed us some new shit, and it looks
It
beautiful.
was lit.
Like, like yo, so what else? What else? Breath of the Wild 2. Very excited about that. Nintendo's doing that war game that's like a strategy game.
Talk about
If you
Advance
haven't,
Wars.
yeah, Advanced War. Sorry, I didn't know the name.
My friend
Fucking
thought I thought my friend thought that series was dead.
listen, me too. I was like, oh, I'm old school, man. So when I see shit like that, I'm like, okay, cool, impressive. They're listening, but there's also something else they're not listening to. Every fucking body. I mean, I'm not saying that they don't hear us, but you've had a lot of time, thanks to COVID, to sit at your ass at home and do the same shit that you do in the office. Sit in front of a computer and develop a game. So, in hindsight of that, what the fuck? Why haven't we heard anything else about any of these substantial game companies? Like people were really looking forward to. We're in the PS5 era and we're still getting GTA 5 online, microtransactions. I don't give a fuck about a microtransaction. You had all this time in the world to give us at least a glimpse that you're thinking about GTA 6 or Bully 2 or God of War. I understand with Sony
Not
at the
being
same
there.
time, you guys had a lot of fucking time. A lot. Like the world was shut down. I don't know if you know.
Mhm.
There shouldn't be anything stopping you from getting your computer from work sent home so that you can complete your work and email that shit the fuck over to somebody. I
uh, well,
woo.
I was to your point. Well, there's games to me that I wanted to see. I mean, you didn't get anything, but like, I want to piggyback on Xbox. Well, then we'll start talking about Xbox and Bethesda. Like I said, they did what they
Oh,
had to
okay.
do. They had to reveal a lot because, like I said, they a lot of fans weren't really happy with the reveal from like last year with the Xbox One S and Game Pass and stuff like that. Like they were really impressed with Halo. This time we got multiplayer and it's free. I mean that shocked me. I mean, that shop meter was free, so that's so. But my thing is still to this day. I understand you have the Game Pass for Microsoft, but my thing is, what was the point of you developing a new system,
Yeah,
Xbox One S, where majority of
yeah.
it's going to be on you at Game Pass, and most is going to be on the PC. Like I can play Halo, and I got a PC, so it's like, what was the point of you going through that hard on time making an Xbox One S for have majority of games digital on the Game Pass and Windows 10? There were a few games that were exclusively for Xbox Ones, and I forgot what those games were. Was Stalker 2 one of those ones? There are a few games that were only Xbox
Xbox
exclusive, but
original.
like, yeah. But to me, I mean, I'm gonna look it up. But to me, I'm like I said, what was the point of like going through this? I'm pretty sure you had to go through so much time making that system to say, oh, okay, most of the games gonna be on Game Pass. Like, not one X Series X. My bad. I said one X Series X. Like,
What's that? What's
I
that Star Wars game that came out recently? Star Wars Fallen Order.
was it that one?
When you're if you haven't played it, I'll understand. At the same time, that's what EA needs to prioritize. Single player games with stories like that. Like, man, when I tell you that game actually made me proud of Nintendo, Battlefront didn't, because once again, microtransaction.
Yeah,
Whenever there's a game,
Microsoft.
whenever there's a game that's just hitting you in the face with that, like the Avengers, when I first saw that, bro, I had such high hopes. I had such high hopes for that. Such high hopes, only for it to be a fucking cash cow. I
Dude,
expected a good story. I
that
expected phenomenal gameplay. I expected something more. That
it's from Square
was
Enix.
it.
The game was in development for a long, long time,
And
long,
they
long time. Like we're
still
in the
failed.
Avengers.
And they
We're in
still
the
failed.
Yep. No, Rachel and I were talking about Emmett still tries to get me to play that game. I'm like, yo, bro, like after I finished the game, I didn't even care about the DLC. And I understand they revealed Black
You're
Panther
good.
and stuff like that, but it's like, bro, the gameplay is literally every mission is literally like the same thing, literally the
Repetition.
same
Repetition.
exact mission.
No, no new ball shows up. Nothing exciting happens where you and the team actually have to really solve a significant problem. We go up against the same generic people with Stark Tech or AIM. Like, what the fuck? You have the MCU, you have the Marvel universe in a whole
Yep.
at your fingertips, and you gave us Modoc. What the fuck is
I
wrong with
wanted to
you?
give him a chance, but he didn't do it for me. And this kills me to say this. I love Miss Marvel, but like relook at the game, relook at my videos of playing that game, I'm like, she's kind
Yeah,
of annoying. She she
really.
she she she, she was annoying, and I love Miss Marvel. I read her
They
comics.
made
I
her so
love
basic.
they made, and honestly, she just didn't fit. So you mean to tell me a 17-year-old girl gets the Avengers? Which I'm not trying to discredit for it, but it's like
Exactly.
a 17-year-old girl gets the Avengers together.
When they
Like
first showed that
that
trailer, yeah. When they first showed that trailer, they didn't talk nothing about her. So I expected
no.
something crazy. And then
I thought other Avengers could have show up. Thinking like, okay, you pick Miss Marvel in the game, maybe you're gonna put like Spider Man, Ant Man, those other guys in the game. No, she was the character. First of all, Hawkeye should have been original. She not should have been DLC. Like
listen,
what?
once again,
And
the cash cow. But the fucked up part about it is they did it wrong. And it's sad because
that's
just
the
like
sad part.
Black,
Microtrans. How do you fuck up microtransactions?
like really, you made us not even want to buy the game. So what that you're adding Black Panther in it? You only did that because Chadwick Boseman died. Fuck you.
Mm-hmm. And speaking
Just
of that, since we're on the Square Enix topic, I really wasn't all that excited when I saw the Guardians of the Galaxy game. First
I
of
don't give
all,
a
it's not even Guardians of the Galaxy; it's Star Lord. That's what it should be
It's Star
called,
Wars.
just Star Lord. Like, I'm sorry, you can't play as the other Guardians. You can only play
Like,
as Star Lord. And
Like,
literally, look at the gameplay. It looks repetitive shooting. Like,
right,
I'm sorry. Like, what? Let
like
me say something. If you want to play a Marvel game, this is a Marvel game you should play. Hold on. And actually, no, it's in my bag. I don't feel like getting it right now.
Spider-Man
It's not even
is the only Marvel game my black ass is gonna play.
Spider-Man. And, and to it, also this game, it might not be the best game, but hell, go play Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3. That game is not, it's all right. Better than
Right.
these games, but no, I'm
But
not excited for Star Lord. Like
in
literally
the
should be just
Guardians
called
of the
Star.
Galaxy,
And, like, I'm
that
sorry. How? I'm
you're
sorry.
Disney.
How?
Like you're Disney. Give them the fucking money, bro. You have everything. You run the whole game right now in the movie industry. How dare you let a game fail? Because now that makes you look bad. Why the fuck would I want to go see this movie if this game was so trash? Yeah, the trailer's hot, but let's be real. If it wasn't for the multiverse getting ready to collapse, I wouldn't give a shit.
No, you're right about that. So
I'm losing my
I
fucking
don't
mind
know.
right now, bro.
Yeah. I mean, nothing. No, I said nothing. Square Enix didn't really show anything that was like, okay, cool. I know. Did they even show anything about the new Final Fantasy game? Did they? I can't remember.
They showed some
They
gameplay.
showed gameplay, all right, but I mean, it wasn't like
I didn't see the trailer.
oh
I missed
yeah,
that.
yeah. It wasn't anything too crazy. But now, like Square Enix wasn't anything too special. I said
It looks
the
like a
Avengers.
new platform. It looks like a new platform style though. Like you're actually like running around fighting motherfuckers. You know, it's not just turn-based combat.
Okay, that's good. But no, I mean, Square Enix didn't really like show anything to me. Like I said, the Guardians game, which there were rumors that there was going to be a new Guardians game. Like even even the worst. I think the worst part is you can't play as a full team. But even what you just gave me with Avengers, I'm not going to be excited for this new a Marvel game. Now, granted, maybe you can learn from your mistakes, but like you already messed up when you're saying you can only play Star Lord. Like that's your biggest script right there. Like I'm no disrespect to Star Lord, but the character I want to play as the most would be Gamora. That would be the character I want to
Yeah,
play because she's a badass.
yeah,
I want to play as
yeah.
Gamora. Wait, I can't play
I
as
want to
her?
play as Rocket. I want to play as Rocket.
Like, bro, it's funny. The Gamora and Rock are probably your two most popular characters
My
from
favorite.
Guardians.
My
And
favorite.
then you don't and it's no disrespect to Star Lord. I'll say this. People I feel as though people like Chris Pratt
Pratt.
more
Yeah.
than they actually like the character Star Lord. Without Chris Pratt, Star Lord would just be an average dude. Which I
He
know.
have no charisma.
Which yeah, look, well, give Disney credit, right? Give the MCU credit, right?
Their
They
casting is
characters were
brilliant
not popular. Yeah,
always.
characters. Yeah, not just casting, but characters that were never popular. Like I tell this to my friends, and they disagree with me on this. Before back in it, when Marvel like back in the day, it was all X Men.
We're
The
talking
Avengers were
Blade.
popular. Yeah. The Avengers were popular, but they were never this popular when Disney got their hands on them. The Avengers were always popular, but not to this mega level of popular.
I'm gonna
It's
tell you
Spider
why.
Man.
I'm gonna tell you why. Because
Tell me.
The MCU was genius about this shit. They were the smartest ones in the game. Yeah, they didn't own the most popular properties, but they owned a few of the B-list characters enough that they could form a team and do something about it. Although they're borrowing the Hulk from Universal, that's why he never got a single movie since
Yep.
after the second one when Tony Stark walked in on Lieutenant Colonel Ross.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
they positioned their team very accordingly. They expected Robert Downey. They didn't expect anything from Robert Downey Jr. It took 4 tries for who's the guy who plays Happy Hogan? John
I
Favreau.
forgot. Is it John
Okay,
Favreau?
John Favreau basically is Kevin Feige's buddy. He asked him 4 times. They said no. Boy, if they
Mm,
didn't get Robert Downey Jr., this shit wouldn't have been anything.
mm,
Like they did it so well. Scarlett Johansson showing up in Iron Man 2 as Black Widow, and then out of nowhere, what we got Thor, and then we got Captain America, and we got Thor, and then boom,
yeah.
they put the Avengers
Avengers.
together. 'Cause
Like I said,
That's all they
they were
needed.
always popular, but never this popular. Hell, no one knew who the Guardians. No one knew who the Guardians were. Nobody knew who the
But
Guardians were.
but you succeeded. with Spider-Man because he was the most popular.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Spider-Man was. Oh, see, and I
so
tell this to my friends.
the games have to be amazing. They
They
have
do.
to be.
They
These other
have to be. But
motherfuckers, they're experiments.
well, you should look at the blueprint of what Spider-Man did. Look at the blueprint of 2018 Spider-Man. Look at the blueprint of that game. And but not saying you have to like copy everything, but like look at the blueprint of that game. Incorporate some of that into your new games. But no, they don't want to do that. So
Here's the issue. They're not willing to pay a company like Sony top dollar like that. They
a-
look,
after
they're
what they
being
did with
tight.
after what happened with the whole Spider-Man situation, man, they don't want to go. They don't want to go through
They're
that again. I'd
being
be like,
tight. They don't wanna do it for the other Marvel characters because they know they're like,
nope.
if we start doing it for these other characters, y'all gotta start paying us a lot of money because we already killing Spider-Man right now.
Mm-hmm.
I
Got
can't
that
wait to
right.
hear about Spider-Man 2. And that's the reason I'm fucking mad. We ain't even get a trailer yet, bitch.
No.
Imagine 2 players as Spider-Man on some co-op shit. Miles Morales and Peter Parker on the same screen. Bro, I'm losing my fucking mind because I know they're gonna do a good job with that game.
Yeah, we can always stream. We can always stream.
No,
Now, are you a
that
first
shit
person
gonna be
shooter
hot.
type?
Have you seen
Mm-hmm.
Spider-Man and Spider-Man Miles Morales? When they do Spider-Man 2, bro, it's going the fuck down. And due to the storyline, if we get Venom, it's on.
It's over. It's over. Wrap it up.
It's
Wrap it
on.
up. Wrap it
Black
up.
suit Spider-Man, shut the fuck up. People gonna buy that game more than they bought GTA 5.
Shut up and take my money.
Shut up and
Shut
take
up and
my
take.
money. I'm getting a
Yeah.
couple of copies for me and my family and my friends. I'm sharing this with everyone. This is the most beautiful thing ever. It's gonna
Yeah.
be a work
So,
of
are
art.
I know. So, change subject. So, are you a first person shooter at all?
Yeah. Oh, Battlefield 2047
So, I'm about
or
to say. So,
six.
were you looking? So, did you like the Battlefield? Was it 2042?
I'm looking forward to that.
Looking forward to that.
I used to play Call of Duty pretty hard back in the day. You should send this to our old friend because he'll know damn well what the fuck I'm talking about. I used to clutch very few times online, but when I did, it was fucking nice.
Well, it's crazy
Battlefield was hot
how
too.
I think at the time, like, see, I think early college years, it was Call of Duty, Halo, and Battlefield
Mm-hmm.
were like
Mm-hmm.
the first person shooters that you wanted. You had to get those games. Now, if you had an Xbox, you had to get Halo. The thing about Call of Duty and Battlefield, it was on cross platform, so that was a good one. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a big first person shooter game. Granted, I do love Halo, but that Battlefield game that definitely interests me right there. Like
Fun fact.
I was.
Go ahead.
No. I was interested in that. You go ahead with your fun fact.
Fun fact. All my homies when I worked at this place called Shenandoah. Yo,
Hell.
fucking they all peer pressured me, like all my coworkers, because we all kind of partied together after work, really. So, yo, they were all like, yo, buy an Xbox, buy an Xbox. So I saved like 2 checks, and I finally went to the game shop down the street from us and bought the 360 because it's when the remaster one came out, the black slim one.
Mm,
So I was hype
that's
as shit. And that was like around 2011, 2012. Yo, when I got that, I had bought I had bought Split Second. That was a dope ass racing game online. I bought Call of Duty Modern Warfare and I got the season pass so that I had all the maps.
mm.
Battlefield, Halo, Need for Speed, Hot Pursuit. Yo, when I tell you I was top fucking tier at Hot Pursuit, no one could touch me. No one could touch me. Ask your boy. Ask your boy. I saved him so many fucking times online, bro. I was I was a monster in that game. So when the next Need for Speed came out, I got really disappointed because Hot Pursuit was basically it. That was 2010. That shit was incredible.
2010.
That was I'll never forget that. I will never forget those games because that's when I actually started gaming seriously.
So wait, so did you not like? So you didn't. So you pretty much didn't like the Xbox Bethesda showcase. Cause it was like literally almost everything was a shooter. But then again, that's Bethesda though, so like that's like not a surprise right there.
All Sony right now. In all honesty, if I did get an Xbox, the only game I would get it for is Battlefield due to the online capabilities of
But
Microsoft compared to Sony.
but every game I want on Xbox One right now, well, no, not Xbox Series X or whatever,
Oh,
I can all
Forza.
uh, is
My
Forza
bad.
as a
That was
system
in
exclusive?
Forza. In Forza, yeah. Forza is for Xbox. Gran Turismo is for PlayStation.
Oh, what was that other thing that they showed? Like, what's it called? Prime Fall or whatever? It was the beginning of it was like towards the beginning of the reveal. I forgot what it was called. It comes out in 2022. 2022 like release. What game was it? I'm trying to look it up right now. Like
Please.
I, it was a game that it was damn. I'm trying to look. I'm trying to look. I'm trying to look. Trying to look. Trying to look. No. What was it? What was it called? God dang it. I'm looking. I am looking to see what it was. Damn it. Can't can't seem to find it. No, I don't. God dang.
It's
What
okay.
was it? What was it?
Your time. Well, not really.
God dang. It'll come to mind, but no, like I said, I feel so Microsoft and Bethesda have to like showcase a lot because like I said, after hearing the news that they're joining together, and then how most people were not really impressed with the Xbox Series X reveal and stuff like that. A lot of people weren't too happy about that, so they had to go all out. Which it was all right. It wasn't anything that was like that jumping out and see, be like, oh my god, yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, actually, no. No, the Xbox mini fridge. That was the best thing about it.
Yo,
Did
I
you see that?
ranted so hard. I ranted so hard on Instagram about that people are still commenting on my shit to this day, and I will welcome that fucking fight.
What
I said y'all
about the
got time to
fridge?
put. I said y'all got time to put together a motherfucking refrigerator, but we ain't got no new games yet. Like no original new games. Like legitimately, this is the most
Yep.
aggravating thing ever. I don't give a fuck about a Game Pass. Are you kidding me? You're just reselling me games that I
Yep.
had on my old console anyway.
Yep. Pretty much. Oh, then there
Fuck
was
that.
oh yeah, then they had the Far Cry 6. I'm not really a Far Cry fan, so I didn't really
Okay.
care for that. What?
The only thing that got me was Breath of the Wild 2. Legit, I don't give a fuck about it. Yo, no God of War yet. Like, bro, are you serious? GTA 5 is still taking my money online for 3 generations? Three. We've gone through three
Yep.
generations and you're still taking our money online, making new fucking online missions. Where's the original story mission? I'm pretty sure you can hire these voice actors to do extended story mode or something. It's been what, 7 fucking 8 years already, and you're still doing microtransactions for flying bikes and laser guns, submarines,
Mm.
drone strikes. What you're looking at? I'm bro. No extended map.
Yep.
No,
Yo.
no,
Oh yeah,
nothing original.
Yo, by the way, I found the game. It was Starfield. Starfield.
Yeah. Okay. Um.
Yeah.
eh.
Oh, no, yeah, no,
You,
yeah,
you,
yeah.
you know what I would have loved for the Guardians of the Galaxy to do for like as like a game. Have you seen No Man's Sky?
No.
No Man's Sky is basically a travel game where you can travel through space infinitely. Like literally every star you see in space, you can travel to. It's as
That's it.
big it's as big as you want it to be. You can encounter friends, you can have space battles, you can go onto the planet, find out about their inhabitants, gain resources to buy more expensive things for your ship, you can buy upgraded spaceships, you can go crazy in this fucking game. It was a fluke when it first came out, but now that they've had some time to craft it the way they want it to, they go nuts with it, bro. You can find a planet, and if no one else has discovered it, you can name it.
So you can pretty
Like
much mark your territory, pretty much.
That's fucking sickness. Now, if Guardians of the Galaxy had done something like that, where any
Which you know they
there was
won't.
a story, there was a story-driven mission, I know they won't. This is exactly what I'm saying right now because I know that this game's going to be trash. I wish you could literally go to any planet in space, including Earth, have it all coordinated, have it all set, and be like, all right, we're going to go here, 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 and any other unknown planet is basically what the fuck ever, new inhabitants, shit like that. Maybe you could actually travel to the planets where you found the Infinity Stones. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And I know that this isn't what's gonna happen. This isn't gonna happen because once again, this isn't Sony.
No, it's
If
not.
it was Sony, Sony would have fucked this shit up. But I know that
Mm.
these people are gonna fail, just like they failed us with the Avengers. I
There was
wouldn't
a
be
micro-
shocked to see microtransactions, bitch.
The
I
microtransactions
swear to
are the
God,
thing now. It's
it's sad.
microtransactions for everywhere now. That's
It's
pretty much what it
sad.
is.
It's
It's very
sad.
sad. So another sad
Fucking
thing was another sad thing that disappointed me was the was Capcom showcase. Capcom didn't show anything. They just showed a new um Ace Attorney or some shit like that. Street
oh yeah,
Fighter,
what the
but no,
fuck? What?
yeah, Street Fighter, nothing any of importance. Like couldn't they should have revealed the at least I'm not saying show gameplay, but at least show the silhouette for the final Street Fighter Five character. But no, like Capcom was like I don't know what I saw. It was nothing.
I forget the
It,
dad's
it,
name from Tekken that they added to Smash Bros.
oh yeah, look at all right. No, let's get to Nintendo. Kazuya Mishima. The tech as a Tekken fan, I was happy with
It's
that.
it's cool, but
It's cool. I
is
know
that
it's like
it?
I mean it's not the most it's not the sexiest choice. I will say that, but like I'll give them credit. Like this is why I feel as though Smash Brothers, and I'll debate anybody with this. It's the best crossover video game ever because you're seeing characters from all over the world that you would not expect. Like I said, you have Mega Man, you got Bayonetta, you got Kazuya, Terry, Ryu, Cloud. No one was expecting that. Joker from Persona, Banjo. You definitely expected that, but like you wouldn't expect to see all these other characters. Like when Joker was the first DLC, I was like, oh snap, really? Like they go out their way, and then it's cool to see a character, a 3D fighting game character in that. Now, a friend of mine did say a Soul Calibur character would have been better looking, which I would definitely agree to that. But I also said, how many sword characters do they have in this game? So I said, the Tekken fan me was excited for Kazuya, which I get it might not be the sexiest pick, but like the trailer was definitely funny because that's definitely how the Mishima film did things. Like Heihachi threw his son off a cliff. Kazuya threw Heihachi off a cliff. Heihachi threw
Yeah,
Kazuya into a volcano. So
right.
like
He
that,
got revenge.
the Mishima family is fucked. They
Oh
are
yeah,
sick.
the
They are a
grandfather's even
sick
fucked
family.
up.
Oh yeah. Like they're not a they're not a very well. They're evil. They are an
Well, they
evil
have the
family.
devil. They have the devil gene. The father can harness it,
Besides
but the
Heihachi.
son can actually, but the son can use it.
Yeah. So, like I said,
Like
I
the
was
son can
happy,
pawn it.
which I'll say the Nintendo Treehouse Showcase. I was a bit disappointed in it. I like Kazuya. I like the Mario Party All Stars when it's like pretty much all the like not all of them, but like 100 of the mini games are from the N64 series, and they picked the most popular board games for N64 series, and then the mini games are from all the other Mario Party games, which I thought that was cool. I thought that was pretty neat. Then the Shimigami Tensei was it four or no was it five? Was it four or five? One the new Shimigami Tensei game that was pretty dope. But overall though, I was just disappointed. Still nothing with Metroid Prime. Still no word Metroid Prime 4. Instead, we get this Metroid
That
Dread
little
game, which,
platformer. Yeah,
yeah, my friend who was a big Metroid Prime fan, she's saying I say he's saying that Metroid is probably not going to be good. Like I don't even know we're even going to get Metroid Prime 4 at this point. Like I don't think it's coming. Like I mean, I granted that is big, that is a lot to say, but
And
like
they had
I
all this time,
they had all this
all this
time.
time.
Like I knew they had to get a new team. Like they had to get a new team. I think that was back in either 2016 or 2017. But like it's been a couple years now. Like you could have shown something.
The only
You
people
could
I
have
don't feel
shown.
bad for, the only people I don't feel bad for right now is like EA because once again they switched development teams for Need for Speed. It used to be somebody else developing their shit. Now they're going to this company called uh, Creation, what the fuck ever. But they developed Hot Pursuit back in the day, so I'm a low key excited to see what they do. When you switch
Mm.
when you switch developers, you have to switch up the entire setup. So yeah, that doesn't blow my mind at all. But it's Nintendo. It's Nintendo. It just takes it doesn't take that much effort. Like you would think they were putting so much more thought into this shit, but they're not.
I don't know. I just feel as though people. I
It'll
don't.
be entertaining,
Maybe
but
slap in the face might be a big word, but like I feel as though fans were like, really, Metroid Dread? We're not
mm,
nothing on Metroid. Like, is that supposed to like satisfy us until Metroid Prime 4 comes out? Because like the longer it's gonna take, the longer people are gonna lose it. I mean, hell, we got we got a preview of the next Breath of the Wild
right,
first before we got anything about Metroid Prime. Like,
like they're moving
I mean, I
faster with
get.
Breath of the Wild than anything. How the fuck?
I'm because I think that, bro. I mean, it came out in
People love
2017.
Breath of the Wild.
It came out in 2017. So then the 2018, 19, 20. 4 years, I guess, is a good amount to release your next game. So I guess the timetable was pretty good. But now you like I said, nothing on Metroid Prime 4. We ever get Breath of the Wild, which honestly I think that would be a longer, tougher game to develop before Metroid Prime 4. Because trust me, after the success of the first Breath of the Wild, you know much how much time and development they have to make this game. Whereas Metroid Prime 4, I'm not trying to say that there's gonna be no
Right,
time and development for that, but it's like I'm
but
pretty
you know
sure
what
Breath
you're
of the
looking at.
Wild as yeah. So I mean, a Zelda game is gonna be a lot tougher to make than a Metroid Prime game. And it's no slap in the face of Metroid Prime fans at all. All games are tough to make, but like you know the type of caliber game that you're dealing with right
Either way, either way, you have a very simple platform on Nintendo. You got your nice little controller. It would be so fucking simple for you either to make it something active that you play with in first person with your fucking John, or you could make it something easy to play on your fucking screen or your TV. I mean, in which case,
now.
a game with that much detail, you'd want to have it on your TV. It's just a bonus
Exactly.
that you can walk around with it. But who knows?
Mhm.
They probably add that game to other consoles too, just to milk everybody. But we'll never know.
We'll never know. And then another game that I was just pointing out to see was nothing on Bayonetta 3 yet. But that game wasn't
Bayonetta.
Bayonetta 3 yet because it was announced the same year. I think it was announced the same year as Metroid Prime 4. I think I think it was announced 2017. I think at the Video Game Awards. But nothing on that. Nothing on Bayonetta 3. Like we got nothing on that. But another thing I was disappointed was I was hearing rumors. Granted, they're rumors, so it's got to take it with a grain of salt. That perhaps they might announce a new Mario Kart game. Now this is going to be different opinions all over the place. Here's my thing, right? I understand Mario Kart 8 is one of the most top selling racing games out there.
I love
I
Mario
get all
Kart.
that. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is amazing. Don't get me wrong. I take nothing away from that game. But my thing is Nintendo is kind of ruining its tradition. And let me tell you when I say this. Every Nintendo system has a new Mario Kart game. Yes, even when it takes technically, I mean, yes, Metroid Prime 8 Deluxe is a different game, but it's literally the same game with new battle modes and new characters. Nothing new. Like it's not a complete new game. So why not do make a new game? Or better yet, even if you can't make a new game, right? At least give us some DLC. Give us some new tracks because don't get me wrong, I love playing this game online, but I would love to race on some new tracks. Because I said the game is truly successful, built onto that success by adding some new maps or something. Like I just get tired of playing on the same course over and over and over again. Or that's why I'm like in the mood. I'm like, hey, either make a new game or if you can't make a new game, add some content to this game because people
DLC,
will
new
still play
tracks,
it.
new cars.
Yeah, DLC like new tracks, like new characters. Okay, cool, but I'll definitely make some new tracks at least. But like,
Look, you know what would be magic? Making your own track.
that'll be difficult. That will be
Nintendo,
extremely difficult.
if you can make up your own missions on GTA Online, you can make your own goddamn map. Please, nah. Nintendo better stop playing. Nintendo better stop playing with me. I swear to God, if I ever go into California and I get to go to one of those headquarters, I'm cursing a lot of people out. A lot. Not just them either. I'm going to Hollywood and I'm losing my fucking mind on a couple of people. But we'll hear about that.
You'll be on their ban list. You'll be your ban because Nintendo knows how to ban people. Like
I
my friend
believe it.
Corey, he hacked like on his original Switch. He hacked the Switch and they banned him from that Switch. He had to buy a new one.
なんですか、バカでさて、知りましてください。はい。Nintendo does to Insta. Nah, I'll go to Japan. I'll go fuck their entire day up. And they will
but no,
hate me.
man. But no, man. I just wasn't. I just wasn't impressed. I was just disappointed in Nintendo Treehouse. Like I
I
expected
get
other
it.
things. Expected to be a lot better. Like, nah,
Once
man.
again,
It just.
you had all the time in the world.
Hmm. Bro, yo, and probably the most disappointing showcase had to be the Bandai Namco one. It was only just one game. And I forgot, and it was so I forgot the name of it. That's how bad it was. I forgot the name. It was only one game. I literally was like, wait, did my
I don't even
thing turn off?
remember what you are.
That's the sad part. I refreshed it. I'm like, wait, that was it. That was one game. Like it wasn't. I don't know why it's even on the schedule. Like what? It's like, come on, man.
Bruh, trust me. You're not alone.
Nah,
I am.
but like I said, but it's like you said, they had all this time to go all out. Be like, hey, we didn't have anything. We didn't have anything in last year. Let's go all out this year. Not just not. I'm not just saying this for I'm not just saying this for Nintendo, Microsoft, or anything. I'm saying this for everybody. Like I felt though everybody would go all out for E3 this year
You're sitting at
after not
home.
having it.
You're working from home anyway. What the fuck were you doing? Jerking off?
And here's the thing. I'm not saying I know what goes on behind the scenes. I'm not trying to say
I can
video
tell
games
you.
don't take. I'm not. I'll allow you to before. Let me say. I'm not trying to say that video games don't take time. Don't take a long time to finish. But like after you, I just feel as though you want to go all out. But if you had to pick which showcase, I understand you didn't. Okay, what showcase was the disappointed you the most?
Sony.
If you had Sony, you say Sony, even though Sony said they were not coming to E3, you were still disappointed.
I'm very disappointed in them. You had so much time. You mean to tell me you ain't got shit? You have nothing. Rockstar, you have nothing. What you just say? Bethesda, you have nothing. You sat at home twiddling your fucking thumbs, basically. That's what I'm hearing. Thank God I'm not a corporate big head, or a lot of these bitches would be fired.
Oh man.
And I love these games too much. EA, No Need for Speed. Uh, Forza,
It's E it's
Horizon.
EA it's EA we're talking about here. So don't expect too much from EA. We know how EA gets down.
Well,
We
it ain't just
we know
that,
how,
but I've been following. I've been following them since Heat. Heat's a good game. I enjoy Heat. Heat had a phenomenal story. And then well, let me stop lying to the internet right now. Heat had one of the shortest stories in Need for Speed fucking history. The only good thing they had was game development. Now, the story could have dealt with some DLC. It shouldn't have been that hard. But now you're going to a different development company. So you have to
ooh.
shut it all down.
Yo, you just reminded me. Singing the DLC, you just reminded me, dude. When they showcased Resident Evil Village, like that was nothing. They said, oh, after hearing fans, we're gonna update you on some DLC.
I don't even want to
Okay,
snap on them. I don't want to snap on them. I don't. I love the game too much. I don't want to snap on them.
I love it. But here's the thing, though. You gotta think about this. The game came out last month. Would you expect a DLC trailer already after a month of its release, or no? Like, I don't know. Like, would that be too soon? I just don't
It
like how the
would be
fact that
too
it's like,
soon. It basically means that they're going to do the same thing as everybody else. It's probably going to be microtransactions. I don't think it's going to be a story. I don't think if they did have a story already lined up for the follow up, they would have probably done that shit like the next week or month or so of the game being released. I don't really feel like
yeah.
they would have held that for E3 because, in all honesty, if it's a cash grab, they're going to go for the cash grab. But that depends on the whole mercenaries mode and all that shit. That's what I'm thinking this is because Capcom's smart.
Mm.
I
Well,
I know Cap.
they are some, and to piggyback on what you said, though, like I said, they still have the that multiplayer game that's supposed to be coming out. Yeah, the multiplayer game I know is coming out. That's part of the DLC. But also, I also want to show you this. I'm on the. They have the winners and losers of E3. So I want to show you. I want your take on it. What you think? So I'm about to share my screen, so you should
Huh?
see it. So they said winner right now. Winners Xbox. In one 90-minute broadcast, Microsoft answered practically all of the questions that critics of the Xbox Series X and S have been asking. Where were the exclusive? Here's a load of them. Some coming this year, some next year. Will they will they all still be stuck supporting Xbox One too? Nope. The likes of Starfield, Redfall, and Stalker 2 will only be Series X and X. Does Halo Infinite look a little underwhelming with emotional campaign cutscene and some exciting multiplayer footage? Not anymore. Will Game Pass run out of Steam eventually? With 27 to 30 new games being added to on day one, so it doesn't look like it. By the end of its presentation, Microsoft had effectively made it far more difficult to be cynical about Series X and S. Microsoft has been acquiring numerous studios for a while now, and it feels like this week's presentation, this was the true indication that its efforts are paying off. Xbox has games now. Wait, can you see the screen, Derek?
I'm looking at it.
All right, okay. Loser, Sony, as you were just talking about. With Xbox delivering such a strong presentation, it felt like there was a real need for Sony to counterattack with some new information on its upcoming titles. While its sales figures are booming, the narrative support on PlayStation has been starting to turn ever so slowly in the past few weeks, and with some of PS5's perceived strengths for one, Jim Ryan's infamous "We Believe in Generations" while making it clear that PS5 games won't be on PS4 too, gradually becoming less clear out. A similar strong E3 presentation from Sony could have been the company's chance to retain some mind share and prevent Microsoft from dominating the headlines. Instead, during the biggest week in the gaming calendar, we're all eyes on what's going to be announced. Sony once again stubbornly refused to be a part of the show. It doesn't feel as justified today as it did in 2019 when I had little reason to turn up. Strong E3s that have transformed Sony's fortune into its past its iconic video on how to share used games shortly after Microsoft announced and later abandoned plans to lock physical games to users. It's credited with playing a big part in making people jump from Xbox 360 to PS4. Now, if Xbox put in
Exactly.
forward one of say what?
Exactly.
You're
And I
just talking
love
about that.
PlayStation. I love PlayStation. It's like that's where it started for a lot of us. So when my friends got me into Xbox, I'm not going front. It was really new to me, but I fell in love with Xbox. But then it was the PlayStation originals that got me to want to sit down and reinvest in them because I'm not going to front. I missed the first three God of Wars. I watched my friends play that shit. But when I got my
Me too.
PS4 and when I got my PS4 and started playing the new God of War, I was like, damn, like, yo, this shit is brutal.
hmm
So, oh, and Ghost of Tsushima, you mean to tell
hmm
me you had all that time to sit on your ass, do nothing? You just offered us DLC, not DLC, but online capabilities through the PS5. You don't have any new DLC, not even story DLC at least. Like, just new missions or some shit like that as Jin Sakai flying all over fucking Tsushima, taking out the remaining Mongolians that are still there. You ain't got shit. Nothing? What? I could keep going, but I already talked about GTA. But it's the PlayStation originals for me. It's the
hmm
PlayStation originals for me. I'm really upset about this. Like I am
Dude,
highly disappointed in this.
yeah, man, it could be stubborn about not showing up to the game, one of the biggest gaming events of the year,
Bunch of
especially when we
bitches.
have, especially, especially when we had a pandemic last year and everything was pretty much canceled. So,
You
bit disappointing right
wasn't
there.
doing nothing. You was sitting at home, dog. Don't tell me
Yeah.
shit when I see you. Oh my God, I'm never going to E3. I'm never going to an
no.
E3.
No. Yeah, bro, man. I used to dream about going. I used to dream about going to E3s now, but I'm just like, yeah.
I'm gonna walk up to them and be like, "So, were you working for them in 2020? What were you doing? Tell
hmm
me. Like, what did they have you working on? Did they just want to wait for you to come back into the office? Are you serious?
Probably,
Nandaska?
probably, probably, probably.
Like,
Yeah, bro. I'm surprised they put winner. Actually, I shouldn't be surprised what they say longtime Nintendo fans of being winners. I don't feel like reading this because honestly, I thought Nintendo was losers in this. Well, no, well, Breath of the Wild 2 being
that's a
shown
win.
that
That's a win.
that's a win. That's a win. So I can't say as a winner, but like me personally, I think they lost that. Now
I
losers,
wanted a new Pokemon, but that takes time.
nah, that ain't happening. That ain't
That
happening.
takes
So
time.
no,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, that ain't
But
happening.
with what they're doing with the story, I feel as though they do need to transition, like a whole new generation, like where we're moving into big things now. So I look forward to
hmm
seeing what they plan for the Nintendo because I'm not gonna front. I am buying that because my niece loves Pokemon, and I'm like, you know what? I'll do it because I'm already buying the old Game Boy, the Advance, and the SP. So
you need to buy it, get the Switch, and you play Mario Kart because I'm always be hosting Mario Kart
yeah,
races.
yeah,
Always
yeah.
be.
Soon, man. Real soon. Like I said, my niece,
Mhm.
she'd be fucking me up. She'd be like, I want to play Pokemon. I'll be sitting there like, I've only got violent video games.
Yeah, yeah, you can't play. I don't want to fuck your life up. Then everyone's like come back on me, be like, yo, man, what the fuck, man? That's why you can't.
my
That's why
my
he's like.
nephew,
That's why.
my nephew would always play GTA and shit. I'm like, I can't do that to my niece. Not my baby.
Yeah, that's what I say. You're gonna be at the family. You're gonna be like, yeah, stay away from your uncle right there. He's something sick about him. Stay away from him.
Yeah,
Stay
I'm
away
not gonna be
from him.
crazy fucking Uncle Derek. I'm already crazy to other people. I'm good.
Yeah. So we got some other losers right here. So Couch Media. We have absolutely have no idea what happened to Couch Media's E3 presentation this year. With the launch of its new Prime Matter label, this is Couch's first ever E3 conference, and it's first big attempt to make an impact on the global gaming world. It certainly had an impact, but not in the way it would have liked. What's so confusing about it is that we already seen evidence that it could have been much better. At the start of this month, the press were treated to over an hour gameplay, trailers, and photos of the 12 games coach was going to announce as part of the Prime Matter label. The unspoken assumption was that these games were going to be shown at coaches. I'm not saying that right. Coaches E3 presentation instead of viewers got 2 hours of Zoom developer interviews with less than 10 minutes of footage in total. The result was a bewildering presentation that left many viewers frustrated as they watched intermittently long interviews with developers they didn't know about games that hadn't been shown and therefore knew nothing about. If you watch Coach's presentation and were just as underwhelmed as us, here's an article actually showing the games that should have been shown, which I'm not get into that. When they're indie games, I mean, I don't say what more can say about the indie games. Indie games always win, in my opinion. They always win.
Indie games will always win. Always. They're indie games. It's like Five Nights at Freddy's. I'm not gonna lie, bro. That game took me for a whirl.
I can't play that game. Like I understand I played it. See, here's the thing. I'm not a
I
big horror
yeah.
game fan, but like I'll play certain ones. I play Resident Evil, but like Five Nights, man. Something about Five Nights.
It's the
I'm
mind
like,
game ones, man. It's the mind game ones. I
yeah,
like them. I enjoy them
I
because
can't.
yo, watching those cameras, you gotta be on that shit. I can see why security guards is as good as they are.
And first of all, I don't know why the hell if you're a security guard, why the fuck you would take that job? Because I don't know
I'm about,
that's
oh
something
yeah,
that's a
yeah.
job. I'd be like, nah,
After the
fuck
first
that.
night out,
Yeah, I'd be like, nah, man. But
I'll be
I'm gonna
like, is
wrap
that
this.
motherfucker moving?
Shit, I'm out. I'm out.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
gonna find someone else to get
Yo,
this job.
you switch the camera to the fox. The fox doesn't care. The fox will keep running. I'd be like,
Yeah,
yo, shut the fucking door.
like I watched Mark Blar. That's on his videos. That's how I knew about the Five Nights
Yo,
at Freddy's game.
my friend
That
Kyle got me with that shit. We was just sitting down one night on his computer and he just showed me the game. And he's like, yo, check the cameras, bro. I'm like, what am I looking for? And then when I noticed that they weren't there anymore, I was like, I was like, they're
nah,
moving. He said, bro, you got to keep your eyes on them. I'm like, what the fuck am I looking for?
nah,
Best
nah.
time of my life, yo. Best time of my
I
life.
just I just wouldn't. All right,
I love
next
it.
we're gonna wrap this thing up right here with the losers. Like losers, Delaver's real joke. Yeah, we said almost all of developers' offerings were exciting, but there was one that even caused many of the publishers' own fans to pause and think that it's going a bit too far. How much that Devolver's show was full of the company's trademark comedy digs at certain elements of the games industry, with subscription services taking the brunt of the jibes this year. However, when it was announced that its upcoming NES inspired indie Switch title Demon Throttle would be a physical only release, handled by Special Reverse Games, eyebrows were raised. The promise that the game would never be available digital was bad enough for those who prefer the convenience of buying their games in that format. Which I'm physical. I'm with certain games. If it's digital, yeah, that's fine. But like, I'm a physical game type of guy. I'm old school
I
like
am
that.
gonna
But
get the Xbox all digital. I'm gonna get that one all digital.
digital, I can't do that. But the fact that the price
PlayStation,
of
I'm
the
getting the disc.
I mean, then again, it literally, if you have the Game Pass, it's like you might as well get the digital version. I'm skipping
That's
this. Yeah. Winner
um,
Ubisoft.
yeah.
Yeah, I didn't really care, but what is like so in the grand scheme of things, Ubisoft's 2023 presentation won't
Hey,
go down
whoa!
in
I love
history.
Assassin's Creed.
Yep, with no new Assassin's Creed game, nothing from Division's team, and yet another no
I'm gonna
show for
talk to you
Beyond
about
Good and
that.
Evil 2. Say what?
I'm gonna talk to you about that.
No, talk about it, man. Let's talk about it. Like,
As far as Ubisoft goes, you know what I've been waiting for my entire life? I've been waiting for an Assassin's Creed in Japan. Either a samurai or a ninja basically has to go rogue and become and they become an assassin. Like, yo, that shit will fuck me up. And when we got
I was
Ghost
about
of
to say, haven't
Tsushima,
done that yet.
and when I saw Ghost of Tsushima, I was like, huh, seems like you dropped the ball, Ubisoft. What the fuck? Like, Really? What are you doing? You've
But
had forever. And what did you do? Give us Egypt, Rome, and now Vikings? Vikings are the least assassinate based people ever. How are you going to make me believe that story? I haven't spent money on Assassin's Creed in years.
but say, do people still play that game? Isn't that game been like
People
dying
still
out for
buy
the longest time?
people still buy it, but frankly, they forgot about the real story. Assassins.
When did it
Thieves.
start going downhill?
It went downhill after, let me say, the Industrial Revolution one, Assassin's Creed Syndicate. After
What year was
Syndicate,
that?
then we got Origins. That shit made no sense. We're going to Egypt. We're going even further back in time to the first Assassins. But I know the whole story, so I don't even want to fucking snap. And yes, I do know the story from the new games today because I spoil myself. I'm not playing these games. I don't care. Like I sit down and I watch other YouTubers play this shit just so I can sit there and go, huh, like, but you're running around like going into combat. Like, damn it, got cops outside. I didn't do it. Anywho, but yo, like you legit, you turned it into a fucking combat based game, not an assassin's game. Like that's the most disappointing part about it all.
Mm.
In Egypt, yes, I understand that it's the origins, but Egypt, why haven't we gotten Japan by now? There are so many historical events that have taken place in Japan where you could include the Templars trying to go to Japan to get a piece of Eden. Dear
That's
God, a,
Ubisoft.
a katana that would be that would belong to the people that came before, or like any type of another apple in Japan. Come on, dog. I'm not even trying
I
to
don't want
scream
to.
right now.
I don't want to hear that. Like, well, it's gonna cause some. It's gonna cause some issues or everything like that. Nah, don't be too sensitive on that
If they
subject.
need somebody to make the fucking game, I will make it for them. I
You
probably have
ready to
more
say?
Japanese history than them.
Are you like ready to like make like make every game company 11 help for them? You're like ready to go off of like all the game companies right now.
Because you've had all this time to actually do something right. All this time. And yet you fall so short because you think we want to see Vikings. Shut the
Yeah.
fuck up.
So I mean, like I said,
Vikings.
so in other words, Assassin's Creed is dead.
They
Is it safe to?
pillaged, they pillaged, they raped, they killed people. I would have rather had an Assassin's Creed during fucking the Nazi Germany war. I'd rather see that. In all honesty,
Nah,
you
in all
Syndicate was
honesty.
in the late 1800s. So the next best thing would have done to be done would have been to go to at least the early 1900s. All right, Nazi Germany. You're an American soldier or a soldier of another nation fighting against the Nazis. That would have been fucking lit. But no, we don't want
No.
Assassin's Creed. We don't want Assassin's Creed to be too modern. Then why not a wild Western story like Red Dead Redemption? But you're going to the East Coast. You're going to New York. You're going to Pennsylvania. You're going to Boston. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Don't, yo. Your friends is gonna have to tag Ubisoft in this one, cause I'm snapping.
I'll be sure to put it in the description. But nah, but no, but that's we pretty much talked about like all the stuff like happened at E3 at least for things that are just interesting to me at least. But like yeah, I mean overall, man, it's like it definitely could have been better. There were things that I liked absolutely, but like I was saying to go all out. I thought everybody was gonna go all out. Like I said, a year after a year of like everything shut down, could have done something. So like I don't know,
I dare
like I said,
somebody to
I'm an
say,
intent.
go ahead.
What's up? Was it you dare somebody to say what?
I dare somebody to say, oh well, the developers didn't have access to all of the right tools from home. Send it to them. You are a multi-billion-dollar corporation. Do not act
Like
like you don't crack this shit anyway.
I mean, come on, man. Like look, Breath of the Wild 2. we got a preview of that. Metroid Prime 4, nothing. But hey, we'll give you some Metroid Dread, which we'll get some Metroid Dread instead. Like I said, the only company that I feel as though won by default had to be Microsoft and Bethesda.
That's
Like
it.
that was by default. Like you
That's
like they
it.
and it's not like they blew me away. Pause. Like it's not like it was like extraordinary. It was like they did what it was supposed to do. They had to have a lineup of what was exclusive of what they had. Because like I said, their last it wasn't a conference. It was a presentation from last year. They didn't really blew anybody away. Pause. Like they were like, okay, like look, if we did, I did an discussion about this last year about the Xbox Series X with my friend Jesse, Luna, and Jabbar. We talked about Microsoft discussion, and it was bland. It wasn't anything special with that presentation. But this one with Bethesda, it was good, but it was by default. It was like, oh
Right.
my god, it's not like you're gonna go ahead and like it's not like I'm watching trailers 24/7. Like no, it was by default. I mean, in the Summer
Basically,
Game Fest, cool.
nah. Basically, the kid you were gonna fight the next day didn't show up. That's all. That's all.
He pushed it out. He didn't fight.
You guys got lucky. He moved to another neighborhood. Congratulations.
So
You live to fight another day.
everybody from school was all gathering out after school, like
Right,
fight, fight, fight,
right.
fight,
And Sony didn't
and we got
show up.
nothing.
Sony said, "Fuck it."
So wait, so why? So why? Okay, so why are they not showing up? Like, what was the reason for not wanting to show up to E3? Like, I didn't,
Bro,
I forgot.
I would like to hope. I would like to hope on everything I know and love that they're putting all their eggs in the 2022 basket and they're just saying, you know what? We'll blow your minds next year. And next
Paused.
year, I swear to God, if they don't come with anything for their originals, you gonna see a motherfucking nigga out of me. You gonna see you gonna see ghetto Philly Derek. And that
Derek.
ain't nothing nobody wants
Oh,
to see. I
that is
swear to
that's a
God.
warning. Hide the
I
kids.
swear.
Hide the kids. Hide the kids. Hide the kids
Listen
right
to
now.
me. I'm running up in Sony's ass with
I,
my
I
steel
I
toe.
think Sony. I think Sony will be good. I
They
guess they don't
better
want
be
to
ready.
unless E3 has like certain restrictions developers can't do, which I don't see why there would be. I'm
There
just speaking
can be.
hypothetical right now. That's what I'm saying. There can't be unless
There,
unless they don't, unless there's some a rift. There's a relation between E3 and Sony that's not. They're probably not on good terms right now. I don't know.
I feel like
Or
their
or Sony
corporate big head.
Or Sony was like, you know
Yeah.
what, fuck it, we don't really care.
I feel like their corporate big heads just said, "Fuck it, we're gonna save everything for 2022." And if that is the case, I swear to God, we better at least get a trailer for Spider-Man 2. We better at least get a trailer for God of War. We better get something from Rockstar
Oh
because I
yo,
swear to fucking God, if we don't at
oh
least get bullied,
yo.
if we at least don't get bullied too,
Speaking of Rockstar, maybe I could be wrong. I'm thinking right. No, I could be wrong. Warner Brother Games, that was nothing. I was expecting like, okay, show me the Gotham, some more in the Gotham Knights. Show me a bit more
yeah,
from that Suicide
yeah,
Squad game. Like
yeah.
nothing. I got nothing from that.
Like, what are you doing? Like, what's really going on, guys? Seriously. Like, yeah, we wanted the Snyder cut more, but at the end of the day, we kind of wanted this too. Um, I'm sick. I'm really fucking
Yeah.
sick. And by all means, if like yo, bro, I talked about this to a friend of mine. I said, imagine a GTA where you started off as a cop and then
uh,
you have to break the law and start doing all sorts of crazy shit, bro.
man, that would
Rockstar,
be dope.
y'all need to come holler at me. Listen here, I swear to God, I swear to
So,
fucking God,
any game developers out there, if you want a good gaming ideas, listen to Derek right now. He's got you. He's
bro.
got you. Because like, or else, you'll see the nigga come out of him. That's what he's pretty much saying. He's giving y'all
It
a
ain't that.
warning.
It ain't gonna be that bad. At this point, it's just I can feel myself becoming a boring adult as time goes on. It's like I don't even give a shit about half these games. At this point, I'm about to just go get a chick, get into a wholesome fucking relationship, and go have kids so I can hear them bitch about video games because I'm gonna be the only one who knows what real gaming is.
So then, what do we have next? What other event do we have? What? Well, there is Comic Con. Is Comic Con coming up in LA? I mean,
I
that's so
don't
many things right
know.
now.
In all honesty, they're doing a bunch of premieres. They just had the Fast 9 premiere in California. So I wouldn't put it past them, but at the same time, considering the numbers, I'd say no. Because they canceled the Philadelphia Auto Show. And I was looking forward to that shit.
Derek and his cars right there. But now,
I love
yo,
man, I love
even nothing on the Ninja Turtles game.
oh
The
my
new one
god.
that's coming out.
Yo. You know
Yo,
what's
nothing
nuts?
on that.
You know what's nuts? There's a new Ninja Turtles comic book called The Last Ronin, and it's about one surviving Ninja
Yeah,
Turtle.
I read the first issue. I gotta read the other one.
Yo, why
I know who
isn't that
died.
a
I know.
fucking game? Why isn't that a game?
I feel as though that would be weird because I feel as though when anytime you play a Ninja Turtles game, you have to play as a whole entire crew. But
A
that would be
single
interesting though.
player Ninja Turtle game where you're the final survivor. That would be a climactic story. And then
Yo,
the flashbacks are crazy.
the story's sad, man. Did you read
Sad
the
as
first
shit.
issue?
I'm reading the current issue.
I'm behind. I've only read the first one, so I
Well,
gotta.
when it comes to manga and all this comic book shit, I'm right there. I'm on your ass like a heart attack. My Hero
Oh man.
Academia. No, I'll never forget when I started reading the Naruto manga and like finding out that Naruto, Sasuke's brother, was a good guy.
I had a feeling he was a good guy. I had a feeling
I mean,
Itachi was a
yeah,
good guy.
but at the same time, you wouldn't have thought he would have gone so far for his little brother's sake. You would have never guessed I would slaughter my entire family for your safety.
Even
That hurt. That hurt.
even his father said, "Take care. I'm glad you're not like us. Take care of
Yeah,
Sasuke." Because
exactly.
like what Itachi did was right. I mean, what his family did was wrong, and that takes a lot. And
That
like
takes all.
he wanted Sasuke to kill him. Like, yo, for after what I did. But even he's like, even no matter what you do, I still love you. And
Right,
Sasuke's still a bitch, though.
right,
Sasuke's still a bitch. You can't stand
right.
Sasuke.
Like no matter what. That look, I'm not even gonna get off topic about that because, like I said, this is
Yeah.
why we need to do anime discussions too, bro. Because when I'm talking about these fucking stories, you need to start reading Jujutsu Kaisen. When I tell you I will go off on that anime, bro. Off. That
Well,
shit is
I
going
think that
so fire right now.
I
Jujutsu
think
Kaisen is so fire.
the topic that I want to start would be what got us in the anime. I want to get us all into that before we like get on to like the new school anime and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, we could
I just
definitely
want to
sit
get
down and
into
talk about the old schools.
yeah, like how we gotta get. I feel okay. I'll
We
set that
gotta
up
talk Yu Yu
for.
Hakusho.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Already got the people in mind that I want to discuss that with. So here's it. I'm gonna create a Facebook group and add the people that I want to talk about this shit on, and we can set up a day where we can talk about this stuff. 'Cause, yeah, man, trying to build a platform right here, man. Like trying to do we talk about all nerd shit. You know what I'm saying? Like not just superheroes, not just gaming, but like all that, etc. But yeah, man. No, Derek. Only thing you got for joining me tonight, like I said, I had this would have been the only day for me to talk about because like I said I'll be busy the next couple of days at work and then I wouldn't have any time to like post the videos. But yo, thanks for liking my video game stuff on my other Instagram account. I'm playing all the old schools, bro. Playing Mortal Kombat 2 frustrated the hell out of me, bro. Like, oh, like that CPU was a grade A ho, man. That I literally took a mental break from playing. I'm like, I need to sit down, man. Like that CPU in that game is fucking annoying.
Hard, hard.
It is just I'm just wondering how many. I know there's a trick and shit like that, but like, I just wonder how many quarters that arcade machine robbed. It's like after the first
And
one, you're
that's
like,
why they
okay,
did it. That's why they did
yeah,
it. They
yeah,
wanted to piss you off. They're like, no, fuck this. I'm gonna win. I need 50
mm-hmm,
cents.
yep, and it's like
Oh,
the first point, you're like, oh yeah, I got this. This game ain't all that tough.
especially the tower. The t- uh,
Yeah. And then
uh,
Shao Kahn. When I got to Shao Kahn, man, he
he
is
hits you
probably the
twice
biggest
and you're
shit.
stunned.
He's the biggest shit talker. Like, who fucking taunts at you during the fight? Like, you are nothing. You you will die, mortal. Like, he's talking shit. Like, even when he defeats you, he puts you on the ground. You are nothing. You suck.
When he would throw you and then you'd fall and you'd be up like this and he would just hit you with the hammer, I'd be like, bro, come on, dog. Like half your health bar with that one hit.
Like, this game is hoeing me right now, man.
Brutal, bro.
But this game is hoeing me right there, man. Oh my god! But those are good days,
Bro.
man. But
Kids
oh,
don't
good
know.
old days.
Kids don't know hard. Kids don't know hard.
Yeah, we grew. I grew up playing NES, Super NES. I will tell you tough games that I played, which I'm surprised I managed to finish them. But man, kids today, man, will never know to understand. Will never understand the shit that we went through back in the day with these games.
Remember Metal Gear
They will
when you
never
had to fight the
understand.
one
Like
dude and
it
you
should
had to take out the controller and switch it?
it it should be a crime of how developers were like, yeah, we're gonna even the home system, especially when you had like a number of lives to continue and stuff like that.
Okay,
It was a crime to get those games like that. It was definitely a
they knew what they
crime.
was doing. They knew what they was doing back then, but at least it was a challenge. At least they
Yeah,
made it hard. Like there
yeah,
was no setting. It's just hard. Deal with it.
yeah.
Like
Hmm.
y'all some hoes.
They are, man. They definitely are. But no, man. Like I said, man, Dad, I want to say thank you for joining me tonight, man. Listen, we'll definitely get on the anime shit soon. Everyone, thanks for listening. Even if you're not joining us live, you still listen to this on YouTube, Anchor, and I'll put most parts of this on Instagram because I know Instagram has like a limit of
Like I
time. I
said,
know it's like
highlight like one of the moments when I just that snapped and like I'ma share it to like all my people. Hopefully they send it out because
that was within like the first hour, right, of the conversation because I can
yeah,
get up to like an hour of uploading and stuff.
rundown on it. Hopefully I'll find the point. Just whichever
Well, just go on the YouTube channel and just like it'll be on there too. So
bet.
no, no, everybody though, like let us know what you have to like about E3, your winner, like what your likes, your dislikes, what you thought like what the games you wanted to see, what games you thought you were going to see but you did not see, your E3 predictions. Like, because my E3 predictions are always fucking wrong. Like, I've only had like maybe like one time when I was right, but like most of the time, my E3 predictions are like normally wrong. So I should probably stop. I should probably stop guessing and just be like,
I gave up,
just
bro.
what.
I gave up. I'm just letting them surprise me.
So yeah, yeah, man. I'll just let people surprise us at this point.
Did you see the new zombie
So,
game they're doing? I forget what it's called.
are you talking about Back for Blood?
I don't think so. It's like a strategy survival horror. You literally can play with your friends online. It seems like it's really big. I mean, if it is Back for Blood, cool. But they damn, I forget the name of it, but it looks really good. I don't think it was an E3 showcase, but it's something that's coming out in the future. It looks really good, actually. I'm gonna have to find it and send it
Mm.
to you.
Yeah, there's always some zombie games they always be making. But
This
that's
one
no,
actually
no,
looks good
definitely,
though.
yeah, yeah. I would, no, definitely show me a video on that, and I'll give you my thoughts on it. But yeah, anyways, we're about out of here, guys. As we've been here for over an hour right now, it's time for us to like get going, get to bed, and real life shit tomorrow. So fuck yeah. And I'm saying of all
So,
sarcasm, sadly, but yeah, as always, remember, as J. Cole said, there is no such thing as life better than yours. Take care, everybody.